What's going on, YouTube gamers? Bonfire here, bringing you another Insight commentary. And today, I finally get to bring you guys some Titanfall gameplay on the Xbox One. Titanfall has been released. I finally have an Xbox One, so I finally get to bring you guys some of that awesome Titanfall gameplay, one of the most highly anticipated games of this year. And in this gameplay, I'm playing Capture the Flag, which is a lot of fun when you're running with the team. Playing on the map Colony, and ended up going 12-6 in terms of my KD. Get some Titan kills, get a capture. It's pretty action-packed. I had fun with it, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And today, I wanted to talk about some of my likes and dislikes of the Xbox One. Now that I am officially an Xbox One owner, because I didn't get one at launch, for those of you that don't know. I waited until Titanfall, was able to get the Titanfall bundle. If you want to check out me unbox the Titanfall bundle, click the link down below. There will be a link to that video of the unboxing. But now I'm an Xbox One owner. I've got some hands-on time with it. Got to play with the controller. Been playing Titanfall. Played with the dashboard. Messed with the settings. Also played with the Kinect. And I must say, I've got some opinions. I've got some impressions. So I wanted to share them with you guys. So first, we're going to start with the likes. Some of my likes of the Xbox One. First off, a lot of people complain about the Kinect. A lot of people are saying, oh, I want a Kinect-less Xbox One. And after having some time with it and using it, I actually really like the Kinect. I didn't think I would, but I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the Kinect voice commands. They're very useful. They're very easy to navigate. And they work. They work really well. An example of this is my copy of Titanfall is digital, and a lot of the Xbox One now use the QR codes. So for me to start downloading that, I just said Xbox, scan code, held it up right in front of the Kinect. Boom, second later, popped up, oh, you want to download Titanfall. And I was like, wow, that worked really well. And I was very impressed with it. And just, it really makes the dashboard easy to navigate. And when you use the snap feature, or you're pulling up Twitch or whatever, it's very easy to use the Kinect voice commands. And I'm happy with it. I think they did a really good job with that. Next, on the console itself, I'm really happy, and I like that they have additional USB ports. The consoles typically have 2, the PlayStation 4 has just 2, but I like that the Xbox One has, I want to say 4 or 5, I believe it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I like the additional USB ports because, you know, down the road, years down the road, you might use them, whether it's for external storage or some accessory that they've come out with that you need for a particular game. And I like to have that flexibility because, you know, you're charging controllers, using your headsets, things like that. So I definitely think that's a good thing that Microsoft did. Next is the aesthetics of the dashboard, the look of the dashboard. I'm not talking about functionality, but I really like the look of it. I know it's modeled after Windows 8, and I don't really have experience with Windows 8, but I must say, just the look of it, it's very clean. I like the menus, the way it looks. It's aesthetically pleasing to me. And like I said, functionality aside, that's a different conversation. I like the way it looks. Next is another part of the dashboard, part of the Xbox One features. That's the snap feature, or the multitasking feature. You can basically run your game at the same time as you've got, like, maybe a Skype conversation or Twitch broadcasting, or even your party chat pulled up, and you can kind of multitask between the two. And I really like that. I found it useful because I have started streaming on Twitch with the Xbox One, as well as, you know, with the party chat, and I think it works really well. It's very functional, and it's pretty cool, I must say. They did a very good job with the snap feature. Now, you heard me talk about Twitch and streaming with Twitch, and the Xbox One's Twitch app and the broadcasting abilities are amazing. They hands down beat the PlayStation 4. It's not even a contest. Now, the PlayStation 4 does stream. I do stream on there as well. I like it, but the Xbox One's is so much superior to that, and it doesn't surprise me too much because it's made by Twitch. But I like the ability to move my picture-in-picture, you know, whether, you know, choose different corners depending on the game I'm playing. It looks really crisp with the Kinect camera. It streams in higher resolution or higher quality than the PlayStation 4, which is awesome. And it's just, it works really well. It's an awesome feature, and I've really enjoyed using it. It's pretty effortless to use, and I think Twitch and Microsoft teamed up to create a great product with that. Now let's talk a little bit about the controller, because I definitely have some likes as well as dislikes on the controller now that I've finally had some official hands-on time with my own version of the controller. And I must say, I really like the ergonomics of the controller. I think it feels good in your hand. You pick it up, it's nice, and I like the way the triggers kind of just wrap around your fingers almost. And when you're just holding it, it feels good. I like the ergonomics of it. Also, speaking about the controller, I like the D-pad. It doesn't look like it'd be a huge improvement from the Xbox 360s, at least in my opinion, but functionality and using it, whether it's in-game or typing on the Xbox One, is awesome. It works really well. It's responsive, it's clicky, it actually clicks for once, and they did a good job. It's awesome. I really like the D-pad. Now let's move on to some dislikes. And most of these dislikes could all be corrected in some form or another. Now, we talked about the controller, so I'll give you some of my dislikes on the controller first. I really dislike the bumpers, the left bumper and the right bumper. In my opinion, for me, they just don't work that well. When I'm playing Titanfall and have to use the right bumper when I'm in my Titan and things, I find myself using my thumb, which is easy to use, believe that or not, but it just doesn't seem as easy. Like when you're throwing a grenade and things like that, it just doesn't seem as easy as it was in the Xbox 360, in my opinion. Maybe I don't have as big, maybe I need bigger hands, I don't know, but I don't like the bumpers very much. Next, overall with the controller, when you're holding it, it kind of feels cheap. I feel like the material it's made out of just feels cheap when you're holding the Xbox One controller, and that's because when you hold the PlayStation 4 controller, it feels solid, it feels good, it feels worth your money. I don't know if that's the right way of putting it, but when I hold the Xbox One controller, not saying it's a bad thing, but the plastic, the way it's manufactured, it just kind of feels cheap. Even the Xbox 360's controller didn't feel as cheap as the Xbox One's controller. Maybe that's because there's a lot of empty space in the controller. I'm not 100% sure, but it kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth, in my opinion. Lastly, about the controller, and this is kind of an obvious one, but I think the lack of a rechargeable battery, or even the inclusion of a cable to play as a cabled controller with the Xbox One, I really dislike that. I feel like we're on to where controllers should be able to be recharged. I feel like that should be a standard. I shouldn't have to waste money on batteries. I shouldn't have to waste money on rechargeable battery packs or cables. And I believe it takes a mini USB cable to charge a controller or just play as a wired controller. But I don't know if I have one. I probably have one somewhere, but it's just the fact that it doesn't include one, and I potentially have to go out and buy that. Really bugs me. And I really dislike that. It's a huge dislike, in my opinion. I'm tired of having to pay for extra accessories with Microsoft's products. Now, back to the console. Another dislike that I have is there's no USBs in the front of it. And this is more of a convenience complaint, because whether you're plugging in a controller or plugging in a headset, it's nice to just be able to, the console's facing you, just plug it right in. I mean, all the other consoles have it. PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, they all have frontal USB ports for ease of access for plugging in a controller or even a headset. The Xbox One, they're all in the back, and like I said, it's just a convenience thing, but it kind of bugs me. Next, we talked about the dashboard, and I like the way it looks, but its functionality and how you navigate it, it's so unorganized, and it's very hard to do. If you're not using the Kinect to do whatever you're trying to do with the dashboard, it's kind of hard to do things. And I find my most frustration when I was trying to invite people or party up with people. I've kind of got the hang of it now that I've had some time with it, but it shouldn't be that hard. The Xbox 360 is not hard, and you would think that they would take the Xbox 360's, what they've learned with that through that life cycle, and apply it to the Xbox One, but I felt like they didn't. They started from ground zero, and they're back to where they started when the Xbox 360 launched, where it was difficult to do. It just doesn't make sense to me, and I really hope that after a few dashboard updates, it's easy to navigate, and compared to the PlayStation 4, where to me it's very easy to navigate, it's all there in front of you. They're a step behind, and I think they need to work on that. Just make it easier. And I know part of that's because they want people to use the Kinect, but not everyone wants to use the Kinect. So make it accessible and easy for everyone. Lastly, and this is kind of a another big gripe of mine in terms of accessories, but the chat adapter. I think it's really unnecessary for us to have to go, spend $25 to buy the chat adapter for the Xbox One. It really bugs me. And the fact that a lot of us more hardcore gamers or people who game often, we have our own headsets. I've got the Astro A40s, and the fact that I have to buy this adapter to use my headset with the Xbox One kind of bugs me. I mean, right now I'm using the Kinect. I could use the one it comes with, but it's very uncomfortable to wear that underneath your headset, I'll tell you. I tried that earlier today, and it really bugs me. And I think we're at a time to where this stuff should all work together. We shouldn't have to pay more fees or taxes, depending on how you look at it, to use stuff that we already own. Kind of bugs me. I just don't get it. But there you guys have it. There's some of my likes and dislikes of the Xbox One now that I'm an official Xbox One owner. Let me know what some of your gripes are or likes down in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know with a thumbs up. And if you're new, be sure to subscribe for more content coming your way. Until next time, I'm Bonfire, and I will see you online.
Hey guys, don't forget Facebook and Twitter. Hit that button down below.